Hello team, welcome to the next in the series of masterclass videos for the GSL competition. My name is Jay, I'm from Future Foundations and the GSL team. And with me I have...
Hello everyone, my name is Jakob. I'm excited that we are now in our 5th year of the Global Goals competition. And we are super excited as well to bring you the Masterclass series this year. And today we'll be having our 3rd episode.
All right, let's get into it. So this is the 3rd in the Masterclass series, and it is a little bit different to the other 2 because it's very much a practical session. So a little bit of a recap. This year, as it's our 5th year, we decided that we would update the process. So we have a new format with 4 phases. We have the competition booklet. Everything you need is on the resources page of our website. So if you haven't already had a look, that's where you need to go to find the information that you want to find that we haven't already spoken about.
So as part of the new format, we have 4 phases this year. So the first one, take action. This is all about you registering your school, registering your team, and getting started with your project. So some of you might be planning, but some of you might be already doing amazing things in their community. So we want to then take stock of all that what happened in January, and that's where our power up phase comes in. So we will ask you all to submit a project update report so that our Global Goals heroes can give you feedback. And this is really what we're going to be talking about today. The other phases, share your story and celebrate the journey, are later on in the year, and all the information about those phases is in the booklet.
So this year we have a new format with a project update report. Now, you might already have received a project planning sheet, which is great because that will get you started to give you some kind of framework. But the project update report is very much like a worksheet, and we would like you or encourage you to keep using this throughout your project and plan with your team and your supervising teacher. And this is what the Word document that you're about to receive is going to look like. So as you can see, you've got your team information at the top that you input, and then as you scroll down, there are spaces where you can answer specific questions about the progress of your project.
So as always, we ask you to select which global goals your project is tackling. And again, you can maybe select a few. We say up to 5 is great. If you select all of them, that means that you maybe need a little bit more focus to your project. So just bear in mind the number of goals that you're trying to tackle with one project. Then the project aim section. So we really want to know how what do you want to achieve by this, how you've identified the issues in your community, and what will change because of your project. So in this section, try to put as much as possible. So again, this is a worksheet, so you can come together with your teacher or come on your GSL meetings and have a conversation. Try to put at least 200 words in each of those sections. So you can get proper feedback from our Global Goals heroes. So section 2 is all about your progress. So, which stage are you at? Because we know that some of you might be just at the beginning planning, some of you might be implementing. So let our feedback giver know which stage you are at. What have you done so far? What went well? And what are your next steps? So we want to really get into the details of the project here, and also at least 200 words, so you give that context to our Global Goals hero. Section 3 is impact. We hope that you've enjoyed the Masterclass number 2, which is all about measuring impact, delivered by Dami. So all those things that she mentioned. So how are you measuring impact? So are you doing interviews, testimonials, surveys? Think about all that, because that will be really important, one, for the Global Goals hero to understand more about the project, how you are planning to measure impact. And then that's where they can tell you, oh, maybe you should consider this or that point, just to make sure that when it comes to your final report, you've actually have it all covered. You've designed your methods of tracking the impact that you're going to do. And then the final section, and I know I say it a lot, but this one is really, really important. And I would say even 300 words for this one. You know, what challenges have you faced so far? What would you like to help with? So this is, you know, your greatest opportunity to say to the person that will provide you with feedback, to say, I need help with this. I don't understand that part of the project, or how, you know, how can I don't know, get funding for this, or how do I motivate others to join my campaign? So our Global Goals heroes have this wealth of experience, and they would like to know exactly what you need support with, so then they can tailor that feedback for you. So that's the 4 sections. And once you're happy with it, please go to the submission website. So we can, so then you can just copy the answers from those sections to the form. And let us show you how the form looks like. Right. So this is the Global Goals Competition Project Update Report submission form. So because you've worked already on the plans, this should take you really no time to submit. The first thing to mention here is you need to find the team registration. So the name you use to register your team. And to help with that, you also have which school this team is registered from, because sometimes some of the teams have very similar names. So please make sure you sign up to the right school as well. And as you can see, this little scroll bar only goes that far. So you need to help it by typing in the name of your project. So this is my team, Unicorns United, from Not on the List School. This is a very cool school that we at GSL attend to. Please also add your team leader full name and email address. This again helps us to make sure that the feedback goes to the right people. About your project. So the project name, we also understand sometimes the team name and project name could be 2 different things, because you might have just kind of team number 1, team number 2, team number 3 from a given school, and then you all have wonderful project names. So please put them in here. Otherwise, just put the team name again, so we are clear. This you use from the worksheet. You know, the same goals. And as you can see, section 1, section 2, so you can just copy and paste from your worksheet to here. So we don't require you to do any attachments this year. So this is a message, particularly for all of you who've done this in the past. We've always asked for attachments. We want to make it easier. So you don't have to attach anything. This is just a worksheet for you. And this is the submission form where you just copy the answers.
Photos? You can attach photos.
Absolutely, photographs of your project, you know, maybe top 5 or whatever, as again, bit of evidence, bit of context for your Global Goals hero, so they understand where you're coming from. Maybe they see the surroundings. So again, think about this when you work on it. The person who's going to be reading it, they have no idea about your circumstance. They don't have potentially no idea about your country. So give them as much context as possible. We also ask you to provide us with any social media accounts. So some of you might say, oh, we have this awareness project. We do a lot of work on social media. We would like to get support with. So if that's the case, it would be nice if you share those links. So then the feedback giver can go inside, have a look, do a little audit of your social media accounts and provide some feedback for that. So it's really important. And then we have a few permission statements. The important one is that you need to have a discussion with your teacher. Make sure that your teacher is aware of your project and what you're doing. And we need to know that. in any case, if you haven't had a chance yet to discuss it with your teacher because of COVID and etc., and it's hard to get together, that just let us know. So we just know that we need to potentially have another interaction with your teacher. And also, if you've done this many times before, let us know that you've entered in the competition in previous years. We really want to see that sustainability of the projects. So please let us know if you've been involved in a competition before, right? You hit submit project update report, and that is your job done. What happens next then, Jay?
Once you've submitted your project update report fields, after a while, we will be able to collect the feedback from the heroes that are giving you feedback and send it back to you in the form of a PDF document, which you can then read together with your team members and your supervising teacher and have a look and see where you can make improvements or whether you can start something new that you hadn't already thought about in your project. This is your feedback and it's up to you how you would like to incorporate it. These are suggestions from heroes, and you don't necessarily have to take it on board, but you can be pretty confident in knowing that they will have shared their expertise and guidance for you to make a bigger impact with your project if you choose to incorporate. And once you have thought about your feedback and implemented it into your project, bear in mind another way to power up is to submit a blog. And we can publish that on our website and share awareness about your project as well. So in addition to working on your project, have someone in your team think about writing a blog and send it to us. And you can do that here. There's a website link at globalsocialleaders.com/GG blogs.
I must say, this is something that is so important. So in previous years, we had teams that, because they submitted the blog, other students from other parts of the world could see what they were up to and engage with the projects. So we had this amazing Clean the Plate campaign that started in a school in Spain, but schools in other parts of the world, they've read the blog, they've seen what the campaign, and they joined in. So this is really a way to power up in a big way and to start spreading the news about your project. So strongly encourage you to submit blogs for the competition.
And finally, if you are on social media and you have Instagram accounts, make sure that you follow us. So again, we can help raise awareness and share about your project and join in with the big GSL family. And lastly, as usual, you can always contact us at our email address at social.leaders. If you have any questions that we haven't already answered or that you can't find on the resources page, then please drop us either an email or on our live chat, which you can find on our website, and the details are here at the bottom. So, Jakob, any final closing words?
Absolutely. We cannot wait to see what you come up with in terms of your projects. We are so super proud of every single one of you involved in the GSL movement. And thank you so much for creating a positive change in your local community. Also, just finally, the earlier in January you submit your project plan, the earlier you're going to receive your feedback. So don't wait till the last moment, because that's when most of people wait. And that's when we have a huge queue of projects to review and to feedback. So the longer you wait, the longer you're going to wait for the feedback. So take action as soon as you can.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for just being awesome global social leaders. And good luck with your powering up.
We can't wait to read about your projects.